Hi, I'm Caitlin Segola here in Business Life, here on EDTV Channel 20. This is a series designed to introduce us to the businesses in New Jersey and the people who make them work. This week, our guest is Tammy Horsfield. She is the president of the Sussex County Chamber of Commerce and also the president of the Sussex County Economic Development Committee. Hi, Tammy. Thank you for coming.
Pleasure being here.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the first question. And what is your educational background?
Well, my educational background began right here in Sussex County. I was a Vernon Township High School graduate, and unfortunately, as I was growing up, we didn't have a community college. Sussex County Community College was not here, so I went on to Ramapo College, where I majored in communication and business administration.
Wow. So I'm assuming you did grow up in Sussex County.
I did. I grew up here, moved here as a freshman in high school.
What jobs have led you to the position that you're in today with your current job?
Well, I had varied positions early on in my career. One of them, though, that I really put a lot of time and effort into and really made a difference in my career was I was began as the receptionist for the United Way of Passaic County and did varying jobs until I finally left there as the executive director of the United Way of Passaic Valley.
So you really worked your way up.
I worked my way up and I learned the trade. I learned, I think I had held every position there was available in the United Way, and I was there for 8 years.
Wow.
And left as I went on to have my children. I left as a consultant for them finally when I took the time off to have my children.
Wow. Okay, so tell us about some of the responsibilities that you have as president of the Sussex County Chamber of Commerce.
Well, my job at the Sussex County Chamber is very diversified, very varied. The Chamber is kind of the eyes, ears, and the voice of Sussex County business. We're really always watching to make sure that our businesses grow, that they're strong, and that we watch legislation and other issues that affect them. We're a leader in regard to promoting what's best for the business community.
Now, what about some of the responsibilities as the economic sense of it?
The Economic Development Partnership is an organization that came into play to help those who are interested in establishing businesses in our county and also helping them to grow here in Sussex County. As you start out in a small mom and pop, you sometimes need kind of a mentor or a facilitator to help you through the process because, as we all know, red tape and bureaucracy can sometimes get in the way of small business beginning to grow and continuing to grow.
Now, how do some of the decisions that you make affect the things around you?
They affect the business community in many ways. The Chamber of Commerce has been very instrumental in working to promote policy and issues that affect the business community, whether it be the bottom line or in its everyday functions. The Chamber is there as an advocate. We are out there lobbying for our businesses to help them grow, to help make the business life a little easier here, and to help them cut through the red tape that sometimes really does get in the way.
Wow, you're a busy woman. What is one of the most rewarding aspects of your job? I'm sure being the president of such a large, business, there must be a lot of things that you really enjoy, but what is one of the most rewarding?
Probably the most rewarding is watching that small business who started really not understanding or knowing how to even begin, see them prosper, see them grow, see them expand, see them be successful in this community. It's really very gratifying to know and take a look at someone that you see growing in the area and say, you know what, I helped to do that. I helped them grow. I helped them begin to take the baby steps that were necessary to take the giant steps so that they could become successful. And to see them here year after year after year and continuing to grow is just so gratifying.
That's super rewarding. Now, when you were in college studying at Ramapo, did the classes and the courses that you take help you to become in the position that you're in today?
Absolutely, especially the communication end of things. I believe that the most successful businesses are those that take the time to listen to their people, to listen to their customers, and that communication end is really, really critical. Not just the listening side, but being able to respond and react to issues that affect you every day. You have to be positive. You have to be an advocate. And those communication skills were things that I learned as I was in college and also through my early years of my career.
Wow. Are you happy with your career choice?
I love my job. I have been with the Chamber for 23 years. I have been their president. And I have to say that I still love my job.
That's awesome.
Every day I come to work, it's a new adventure. It's a whole new opportunity. And the day that I no longer love my job is the day that I would leave. I don't foresee that even in my near future.
That's good. What is something that truly motivates you to do the best that you can do at your work?
I think I'm just the kind of person who always wants to do better and be better. The can-do attitude that says, you know what, I can do that. And I try to let others see that in me. I'm a busy person.
Yeah.
I do a lot of things. I get a whole bunch done in a day, but I wouldn't have it any different. When I'm not doing my job, I'm volunteering. I'm putting in community service wherever is necessary. And my face is out there. And that has benefited me in the long run, but it's benefited me more internally than it does externally. Because what I do, I believe in, and I have a passion for.
Now, I know in the chamber, there's a lot of different boards, a lot of different companies and businesses. Now, we were speaking before. What are some of the boards that you are a member of?
Well, some of them that I'm extremely active in is I'm the brand new president of the New Jersey State Fair.
Yes.
The New Jersey State Fair is not just the 10-day fair that you see in the summer. The Fair Association is actually an organization that on the fairgrounds houses many activities, actually every weekend. There is something, and throughout the week. Their conservatory is an option for weddings, and they also have activities in the horse show area, in the agricultural area, and across the board, as many nonprofits utilize that facility as well. So very involved in the New Jersey State Fair. My heart is there, and I believe strongly in growing that fair. But I'm also involved in several other things. Newton Memorial Hospital, I've been on the board for a very long time. I'm on the advisory committee now as we became Atlantic Health, and I serve on their bioethics committee as well as their grant committee, which they're dealing with some of the challenges in our community right now. I also serve on the Karen and Quinlan Home for Hospice, something very near and dear to my heart. They are in the process right now of building a home for hospice, and that home will be unique in this area. That'll provide those who want a residential home for their last days to come to them. So very excited. Those are three of my most passions. I serve on many, many, many other committees and other boards, but those are the three that I'm the most active in at this moment.
Wow, super, super busy. What is something that you like to do for fun besides working all the time?
Fun. My work is fun. I will say that.
That's
and I do
#1.
believe that work has to be fun in order
Absolutely.
for you to be successful and to enjoy what you're doing. So work is fun. But I do have another life. That life is at home with my family, my husband, and I have 2 daughters who actually both attended Sussex County Community College. But for fun, I love to bake. I actually did some cake decorating and was very involved in baking for many years. I was a gymnast and still enjoy some exercise. I like to walk, I like to run. So I have a varied interests that I do still have a lot of fun. And just enjoying family and friends. I'm happy just going out on a night and having some great conversation. So fun is a big part of my life.
Great. Now, speaking of fun and family, how do you balance between being such a busy businesswoman, balancing between work and family?
Well, you know what? It's not always easy. I will say that honestly, but I make it an effort to make sure that I do balance. It's important to be rounded. It's important to have all of those elements all together. If you concentrate too much always on work, you have to remember that you can't forget about your family life and your social life, because the day may come that career may not be there at some point.
Yeah.
And you always have to remember you can't always put your eggs all in one basket. Okay? Enjoy life for all it's worth. Make sure it's rounded. I do my best to make sure that I balance all of that because I love both ends of it.
That's great. What advice would you give your 19-year-old self?
My 19-year-old self, first thing I would say is be confident. Be confident in the things that you do. You're going to make mistakes, okay? And that's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. Those are lessons that you learn throughout life. And for me, it's most important that you give it your all. Far too often, we're afraid to take chances, take risks. I believe in risks, and I encourage risks. And you know what? In the long run, it's going to make you a far better person for trying And for any 19-year-old out there, I would say, go for it. You know what? Don't let anybody hold you back or tell you can't do it. If you believe you want it, go for it. You'll do it.
Chamber's motto is quality in business and quality in living. On a professional and personal level, how does that apply to you and what you do?
Let me start out first with quality in business. Quality in business in this county really is phenomenal. The businesses here, small business to large businesses, really put everything into growing their business. And I mean that in a number of ways. We're kind of unique in regard to our business community, where we're very family oriented in this community. Businesses know that they have to support one another, and they really do. They might purchase products and services from one another, they promote together, they partner together. There aren't a lot of communities here in New Jersey that do that. If you take a look at some businesses down below, if you will, they're used to fighting for their own, and they're used to promoting and marketing themselves on their own. Here in Sussex County, there's so much opportunity for businesses to work together, and they really do it. I mean, the Chamber itself holds a breakfast monthly, and we cap it at 250 business people monthly, and we get them at every single breakfast. We have businesses across the state who call us and say, how do you do that? How do you get that many people in one room every single month? The reality is, that's who Sussex County is. Sussex County businesses come together, they work together, they grow together. On the quality and living end, here in Sussex County, we have a quality of living like nowhere else. It's a great place for us to raise families here. It's a great place to start a business. Where else can you take a look outside, see the beautiful vistas, the lakes, the beautiful scenery, and actually sit at your desk or sit at your home and run your business? It's phenomenal here. The quality of life is absolutely wonderful for our families as well, our kids growing up, and a great opportunity for all of us to grow, be happy, and healthy right here in Sussex County.
We'll be right back to the business life and Tammy right after this.
I came to Sussex about 2 years ago from Newton High School. We came to Sussex County Community College, we walked around the campus and went to the open house, and I was very impressed by the campus and what they had to offer, so I decided to come to Sussex County Community College.
I was overwhelmed with how many different activities that were available for us, but I snatched up all the opportunities I could, and everything I've done, it's been awesome.
They don't just come here and leave. Our students are very involved. You can see by the amount of clubs and activities that we offer and have that our students are never bored.
We have faculty who are totally dedicated to the success of their students.
It's a way to, to be able to give back and to make a difference. I think that's really why we're here. And that's why most of us teach, is because we want to make a difference. We want to make a difference to those people that need us the most. And that's why we do it.
Like, really helped me in terms of just becoming a new individual or learning more about myself and just meeting new different types of people, being around this campus.
It would be a great opportunity for me to go to school over here. So I took my placement test this summer, and now I'm taking classes, and I'm really excited about it.
We strive to make our courses as rigorous and as complete as any course they would get at any other four-year institutions.
To come here and complete your requirements, your basic general education is a wonderful thing, and it's a real cost saver for families, especially in this day and age.
One friend's racked up about $20,000, and I have another friend who's racked up over $50,000 in debt, and they were all bragging about going away, and now I'm actually on top of debt-free, and I'll be graduating with 2 majors.
One of the big reasons why I chose Sussex was because it was affordable. And in comparing it to some of the other colleges, the price was definitely less. Plus, it was just close to home and easy to get to. And then on top of that, the first time I visited Sussex, I felt like the staff there were just very helpful, and I got a really good, friendly impression from everybody that I met on campus.
I would certainly say one reason why a student would want to attend Sussex County Community College is because of the tight-knit community that we have here. When you come to our college, you are going to find faculty that want to be with students, that will take the time to sit down and focus one-on-one with issues or problems that students may be having in class. or even to just chat, to talk to them about how important college involvement is. It really embodies community.
It was just really nice to know I had that individual time to get to know my professors and really help me learn and keep me going in the right direction.
They always made themselves available to you. If you had any questions, I was never embarrassed to ask a question. I never felt that they were judging me or that I wasn't paying attention. It was just genuine concern. They wanted me to succeed.
I sat there in a room of 200 students and I was lost. And if I had to ask a question, there was no way I was going to be able to survive. I needed that 30-person classroom where I could stick my hand in the air and go, help me. And that's what we give our students. I think that's what I bring from my undergraduate experience here, is that we like our students to sort of wander up, knock on the door and go, can you help me? That's probably the best experience we have here.
I earned my associate's degree in just 2 years, and that enabled me to move forward onto Ramapo College of New Jersey, where I earned my bachelor's degree, and now I'm going forward in my career.
We appreciate your taking the time to learn about Sussex County Community College. We are proud of our tradition of offering a quality, affordable education in a caring environment. Our staff and faculty will take the time to get to know you and your unique needs. We will provide you with opportunities to learn and grow through hundreds of events and activities that take place on campus. Whether your goal is to transfer to a four-year institution or gain employment, we are committed to helping you succeed. I look forward to welcoming you to campus.
Hi, welcome back to Business Life, here with Tammy Horsfield, the president of the Sussex County Chamber of Commerce. Okay, so Tammy, in the last segment you were talking about the business breakfast that you hold, and you have 250 business people there. Can you elaborate a little bit more on what goes on at those breakfasts?
Absolutely. It's really exciting to see that many people come to one place to really get to know one another and do business with one another. We're fortunate that those breakfasts offer a platform of that kind. And I don't know of any other county in the state of New Jersey who has that same opportunity with the 250 business people in one room. What's nice about it is we have sponsors that morning, and those sponsors pay for a breakfast where our members come, and those sponsors also get the opportunity, 10 minutes, to speak before a crowd. Now, you know as well as I do that 10 minutes is a long time to talk about your business and give people an opportunity to really promote themselves. It's very successful, but it also offers the people in the audience an opportunity to know what's in their own backyard. What's here, right here in Sussex County, they don't have to go down below for. So they have a chance to do that. The people in the audience have an opportunity to network with one another. And networking is a key word. An opportunity where you can one-on-one work to bring that person into the fold, to help them understand what your business does, but more importantly than anything else is to learn to know you, to trust you, and to feel comfortable with you. Because I believe that a business is only successful when they have all of those elements. Someone does business with you when they feel comfortable with you, they trust you, and they know that you'll produce the product or service that they need.
250 businesses, that's a lot, and that's a lot of networking. So can you just explain to us how you keep those businesses coming back each month?
Well, that's critical. If you ever watch commercials on TV, especially during the Super Bowl or anything else, you'll say, oh my gosh, I've seen that commercial 5, 10, 15 times. That's right. Consistency. You have to get your name out there. You have to get to know those people on a one-on-one basis. You can't meet them once and think you're going to win them over. You have to establish relationships. And those relationships start by continuing to meet with those people on all levels. It might be at the breakfast this month, okay? It might be at another social event another month. It might be being involved as a volunteer another month, giving back to the community and working with somebody as a volunteer when they're a volunteer as well is a whole different platform and a chance where relationships start personally as well as professionally. That's how you grow, but you got to keep those networking opportunities available to you and use them whenever you can.
And networking is described as a process of collecting useful information. And we heard that you have absolutely great networking skills. How did you obtain these skills?
Well, I have to say, some of that's innate. I am the oldest of 9 children.
Wow.
And I have a twin brother, so I shouldn't say that he's 5 minutes older, and he'd let me always remember that. But I will say that I've always felt that I needed to make sure that people knew what I did, who I was, and how I grew. And I think that's an important part of it, really getting yourself out there and really getting people to know who you are.
Well, as we spoke before, you mentioned how when you first joined the Commerce, you said that they had 50 members, and now it's over 700?
Well, they had about 50 to 75 paid members. The
Wow.
reality is that the chamber has grown pretty dramatically over the years. When I came on board, it was a small chamber. We have grown to over 700 members strong, and really diversified our membership. We started out as a tourism council, became a chamber of commerce in 1980, and from there we have continued to grow. And as I said, I've been there 23 years, and it's been a wonderful 23 years, but it's really been wonderful to see this county grow in opportunity, business opportunity, because you have to have that balance of quality in business and quality in living. You can't have quality in living if you don't have quality in business. If people always have to commute and there is an opportunity locally, it makes it much harder on that quality of life. When you're gone at 5 o'clock in the morning, don't get home till 8 or 9 at night. It's nice to be able to work close to home, enjoy your family, become involved in the activities, whether it be community and volunteerism. It helps you to grow as a person, and it helps your community stay strong.
I bet it is rewarding watching how it, when it first started to how it is now. It's a huge difference.
Absolutely.
What were some of the goals that you had when you first came on to the chamber?
One was to grow the membership.
You got
that was
that
a big one. Certainly to grow the membership, but also to help to make a difference in the community, make a difference in the business world, but also, as you see, I told you I was involved in a lot of community-oriented activities, but also help your community grow. To me, they're twofold. It's important that we work together to grow both, because that's what makes a community strong.
And how do you think, personally, how did your networking skills help with the goals?
Oh, those networking skills were key. When I came on board to the chamber, I didn't know a lot of the businesses in the area. I made sure that I was out there. If I can tell anyone how to grow themselves and to grow their business, it's to get their name out there. If people think you're here, you're here. If they think you're gone and they don't hear about you, you're gone. It's a mentality. You need to be out there. You need to be in front of people. You need to grow yourself. You need to continually invest in yourself, educationally, as well as socially, as well as professionally, because those pieces come together, and that's what helps you grow.
As a student, how do you think they can grow a network of a relationship, with a professional that they can help without, throughout their whole career?
Well, there's a number of ways they can do that. Number one, they should be involved in some community service of some sort. Giving back is always a really important part. Employers look for that. Employers look to see how that works. Really important that they get involved and are active. Make sure that you as an individual are involved in the business end of things. Make sure that you throw yourself into it. Give it your all. Okay? Give it your all. I know now that a lot of businesses are looking for young leadership. The Chamber has a Young Professionals Committee. We actually work to bring together our young professionals, so number one, they can get to know one another on a social level, because that's the personal end, but also help them grow. And we have mentorship programs that help them grow so that they can eventually become the business owner they want to be, or in the position that they want to be. The Young Professionals Committee is very successful, and they're really growing in this county.
That's a good idea for students to join. A lot of experience there.
Absolutely.
What kind of advice would you give a student, networking advice, that are trying to find, in their job, trying to find something that they want to do for the rest of their life? What kind of advice would you give them?
I would suggest that they get involved in whatever trade organization or such that is available to them that is kind of related to that business. That organization is going to help them grow, and it's going to help them step into perhaps a position that might help them grow in the future.
From everything that we've talked about, it seems like, you know what you're doing, obviously. But who is somebody that, you can turn to for business advice?
Oh, I have to tell you, there's so many people out there that are mentors in this community. People that come to mind might be our Senator Steve Orho. I have to say that he is a man who has really grown himself. He's out there, he's personable, he's bright, and he's got his hands in a little bit of everything. I would also have to say Mr. Nicholson, Robert Nicholson, who has been very active and was the owner and operator of Eastern Propane Corporation, very involved in Lakeland Bank. Those are just a couple of people who automatically come to mind. But there's so many people in this community, professionals that do it right, that really make you proud to have them in your community, and you say, you know what, I want to grow up to be like them. Julia Quinlan of Karen Ann Quinlan Hospice. She's one of my heroes. I have to say, I want to be like her when I grow up. She's just an inspiration to this community. And there's so many others I'm sure I'm leaving out at this point, and I apologize for that. But those are a few people who really stand out to me, and I think they make a tremendous difference in this community, and that's why they're so important and so much a part of this community and great mentors.
I was just going to say, is there a specific mentor that you think you have? Maybe somebody that helped you when you first started out?
Absolutely. I have to say, when I was with the United Way, the executive director at the time, when I was the receptionist secretary, was a wonderful man who put his heart and soul into the business. But probably far more than anything else, he believed in me. He helped me grow the business. He helped me try out every position, and he knew in his heart that I could do the job, even when I think I wasn't sure.
And that's always an amazing feeling to have.
Oh yeah, he was a tremendous man. He put his faith in me, and he helped me grow. And that inspired me to grow more and to do the kind of things that I wanted to do and to do what I do today.
And look at you now. What was your first day like as, on the Sussex County Chamber of Commerce?
Scary.
Really?
The first day you'd step into any job, I don't care what anyone says, it's scary.
Absolutely.
First day on the job really was all about learning, researching, finding out about who the Chamber of Commerce was and what they really did. I knew a little bit about what the Chamber of Commerce did in general, but I really didn't know about the details of the day-to-day. I came in, I was really on my own. I didn't have a staff. So I did everything. I answered the phones. I did my typing. I went to the meetings. I planned any events we had. And so it was really, the first day of work stepping in was really learning, finding my way around, and beginning to prove to the rest of the community that I was the right person for the job.
Well, you proved yourself.
So that first day was a really unique kind of day. But everyone feels that. But I can tell you, though, by the end of the first day, I was feeling confident that I knew I made the right choice.
That's great. Tammy, how do you think some of your colleagues would describe you?
I think they would describe me as a very strong woman. Strong, but certainly in leadership, as well as not afraid to voice my opinion. I think it's helped me in the long run as a woman stand tall in the community, to be able to address issues that come forward, because it isn't always pleasant dealing with some of the challenges that come before us across the county, but being strong and being able to express what we think might work, what might not work, is important. And I think strong and someone who gets something done.
Thank you so much, Tammy, for coming here and speaking with us. We really, really appreciate it.
Oh, I love it. And Sussex County Community College is a great place to have your education and to grow from here. And with that, I thank you for having me today.
Thank you. Once again, we want to thank Tammy Horsfield for coming here today, the Communications Club, Production 1, and EDTV Channel 20. I'm Caitlin Segola, and we'll see you next time.